If you want a new life, start building a new mindset. As a man thinking his heart, so is he. As a man continues to think, so he remains. Through people, circumstances, and events, you can stay exactly the same. Your mindset is the blueprint of your future self. So if you're a person that that lacks confidence, self-belief, that interprets reality in a negative way, you're doubting yourself, you're playing the victim mindset, that is your future self. That is no abundance, no prosperity, because of your mindset. Everything stems from there. Everything. To feel good, to be joyful, to be abundant, that all comes from your mindset. So that is your dominant thought. But for you to be proud and to fulfill your future self, you need to have a new mindset. So interpret it. For example, the big one is interpreting reality in a positive way. A lot of people that I've spoken to, they don't interpret reality in a positive way. This is not going well. This is all they say the things that's not going well. All the things that's not going well. That is powerless. That is soulless. There's no way that you can be better. I stopped doing that a long time ago. I interpreted reality in a positive way. Everything in that. From where I live to my money, to my relationships, everything. I all view it in a positive way. I don't say things that's gonna take power away from me. No, I cannot do that no more. You see, that's my new self-image. That's my new identity. But that creates my future self. Your future self is built every day, every moment. It's not like, in 90 days time, that's where your new future self is going to be. No, it's now. Everything you are, as the moments go by, the day goes by, every moment is your future self is being sculpted. So everything that make sure your dominant thought, everything that you projected, make sure is of positivity, power, dominance, conquering, and that's it. You're living your truth. You're living your best life. The change happens internally, not externally. That's where change happens. Wherever that you think in your heart, in your mind, that's going to create your external life. If you see yourself, for example, as you are confident, you got faith, you believe, you got swagger, you got confidence. That's right there. That is going to be your external life will reflect that. Your finances continue to go well. Your health, your fitness, your relationships, everything in life is going smoothly. That means you're internally you're checked in. You're powerful within yourself. You're powerful within yourself. But if you don't do that, then you say exactly where you are. That's what I say. That's why it's the saying: it's as within, so without, as above, so below, vice versa. The hermetic principles of the universe. If you don't know about it, go and do your research, read the books, watch the videos to understand what it is I'm talking about. So you're gonna be for example, you believe you're put inside, and then expect to experience in your life what you call it richness, luxury. That's not gonna happen. If you see yourself that you are rich, you're abundant, you're grateful, then that's what you're going to reflect. You're going to have more things, or more material, more opportunities. That is the game. So focus on you. Don't worry about your everything that's outside yourself. Or tap into within yourself. That is where the true power lies. your thoughts shape your actions. So when you see, for example, a person, that's always screaming and shouting, put it this way, I've got an example for you. Now, a couple of days ago, what you call it, I was in a car park, about to go do shopping in a car park. I was filling up the petrol, and I had a person, a Jamaican guy. Everybody could hear them screaming, shouting, just because somebody got in front of him. So screaming, shouting, he was screaming, shouting, get out of the car. It looked like an absolute buffoon, it looked like a wild animal. That's what people are thinking. So this guy is actually a lunatic. Like, he lost his mind. See that, because why? Is because his force his force got so negative, it crowded his mind. So it's only the only thing that's gonna happen is only is going to what you call it going to get worse and worse. That's his reality. It's got to a point where he got out of the car and going to the person's car. Why he did that he took him over. He skipped the queue. For example, see, that's the point I'm making. That's his actions, because that's the dominant force. So that's going to determine his actions. You know. So, but vice versa, if you see, a person, for example, you're driving and it's almost they took over your queue, caught in front of you, you're gonna be step back. Okay, cool. Obviously, that's not where you like it to be. Where you're gonna cool step back, whatever you do. A lot of person what you do wants to do, but you realize that you can control yourself outside events. If you're gonna clash with him and things don't get escalated and get worse and worse. It maybe even lead to violence. That is the difference between that's when the difference between a person who's tapped in mentally and a person who's not tapped in. That's the difference. Growth requires to let go of your old self. It's like a snake shredding its old skin away into a brand new skin. Exactly the same. You gotta let over yourself. You gotta destroy your old self. The way you think it's going to the way you're going to actively behave, and the actions that you're going to produce. That is what it comes down to. Because let me give you an example. There was a case where what you call it, a guy got so angry. Yeah, he what you call it, he got out. He crashed. Think about it. He crashed into the guy's car. He crashed into it now. So he caused an accident already first place. And then he got out of the car. He got to get out of the car and started what you call it, and start beating man down. The punch man up, and I told you the jaw broke. See, that's the definition of insanity. Yes, down zero consciousness. Not conscious, but if you're conscious, if you're conscious, you got a right mindset. You won't go to those levels and do that. You know, you're not gonna do that. Whatever the person done to you, not to the point where you're physically you're hurting a person. You're breaking. You're destroying your car. You're hurting the person. Top of that's why you go out of the car and punch a person up. That person I'm talking about will now end up being in prison. You see, that's total insanity, and that is what you call it. That's what you don't want to do, but that's what happens. And it's not the first time the person got multiple cases of doing crazy stuff. You know, more cases doing crazy stuff. So the way you are right now, you got bad habits. Not exercise, not eating well. You're not taking care of your mind. You're not learning skills. That is your old self. You gotta let go of that and jump into your new self of what the person that you envision that you want to be. Now we're in an all different ball game now. Now in an all different ball game. That is the direction you want to head into. Now you're in your own. You gotta make the choice. You gotta be definite, and that's it. You live in a whole brand new. You're a brand new person. You live in a whole brand new reality. A new mindset creates a new possibilities. So whether reality that I live in right now is all based down to your mindset. You're working you're working a job that you don't like, which is many people. Many people just stand. You what you call it? You don't exercise much. You don't exercise much. You're not learning skills XYZ. It's because you're not getting new opportunities. It's because of the way you call it, of your old mindset. But now to change that, but to change that, you have to shift your mindset around for you to create opportunities for yourself, to attract opportunities. Take care of every aspect of your life, applying positive habits into your life, via everything in a positive way that you can learn from, to learn and grow from. That's the mindset you want to have. From old self, let me tell you for an example. My old self, hanging around with losers. They're all about, drinking, having a good time, and then go and work back on Monday, going back and work on Monday, complaining about their job. That's the type of people that's hanging around with. They see people just talk about women, just all this fun stuff. That's it. But also go about building a business, getting the best of their life, all these things, yeah. Where you call it, that mindset don't have. They've got a loser mindset. That's people that surround themselves with. But as soon as I stop doing what they do, they'll be naturally separated. And I just could go from strength to strength. Mindset's getting better, physically getting better, eating better, learning skills, going after my life purpose. That is where you call it. I tapped into my new self because I shift my mindset. I realized, I don't want to deal with mediocrity, failure, waste of time and energy and potential. I decided different. I wanted differently. So I moved into that direction. That's come down to I created new opportunities for myself. Because I've created a brand new mindset, I'm going a brand new person, new character, new behavior patterns, and that's it. You understand? So that's what you got. That is what you have to tap into, man. A new mindset is a new life, a life that you can be proud of. Fulfill your potential, be all that you can be. All right, it's a great shame and embarrassment if you don't do all that you can be for that one opportunity that you have, that one shot that you have on that. You waste it down the drain. So if you're struggling with anything, down to your mindset, comment down below ASAP. Only for serious people only, the real ones. And make the algorithm to as many people as possible. By liking, hitting that red subscribe button. Peace of our blessings, and I'll see you in my next video.